Hey guys, what is up? My name is Titan, or DG Fanatic 7, over on discgolfcoursereview.com, and today I will be giving my personal review of the new Physical Flight Contender backpack disc golf bag. I just got this bag in today. I'm extremely excited about it, and I can't wait to go over all of the features, give you a nice look of the bag inside and out, and just give my personal opinion on it. So let's just start with the makeup of the bag. The whole body is made with 1680D ballistics nylon, and if you're not too familiar with that material, that is the same material that the Voodoo bags are made of, just up on the bottom. And the thing about this bag is that it is all around, from the sides to the disc flap on the bottom, and it's just all over the bag. It makes the bag feel really tough. It's built like a tank, and it's just an awesome material. My colors that I chose were navy and the black, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's a great looking bag. Some of the features, actually, you know what, we're just going to go through all the features. We're just going to go front to back. Right here in the front, let me lift this up. Right here is a pocket, and there you can store your scorecard, or if you want to keep your phone really handy and close, that fits in nicely, and for easy access to grabbing that, or if you want to set upright for music. But it doesn't look like that's going to fall out, but that's mainly used for your scorecard if you're playing in a tournament. On the side here, you've got two pencil holders. Now, I wish there were two more here, just because I feel like that would make it just more streamlined and more even, but you've got two pencil holders here, and I've got a mechanical pencil here and a marker here. So again, I wish there were two more holders right there, but it is what it is. Great place for your pencil holders, in my opinion. Right here on the, let me lift this up, and right here on the very bottom, these Velcro straps can hold either an umbrella, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate this real quick, but it can hold an umbrella, even a large one, fairly well. And that just nests right there, and that can just, it just lays right, actually it doesn't even lay across your back, it kind of dingles around from the bag, so that's a nice feature. So for rainy days you can have an umbrella there, or you can even choose to put a stool here, maybe. Yes, you can. You can put a stool here if you don't want it on the side, and that just dangles nicely as well. So that is what those Velcro straps are for. Honestly, I don't think I will keep anything there. I'll just keep them safe and tucked. Unlike the grip bag or some other bags that have a more streamlined cup holder, this one is these two cup holders right here are kind of out away from the bag, and at first I was like, I don't think I really like that look, but after putting in two 32-ounce Nalgene bottles, one on each side, and actually putting the bag on, I didn't even know that I was carrying these things. It makes, I mean, it hardly adds any weight to the bag because the weight is distributed so evenly into the cup holder. So even if you're carrying two 32-ounce Nalgenes, that's 64 ounces of water in this bag, when you start around, it hardly feels like you're even carrying them. And the bag feels even lighter when you take it out. I mean, seriously, I'm holding 20, I think like 21 or 22 discs in this bag. I've got like a hat and a towel in here. I've got my putters up top and two discs on the side. And this thing, it's built like a tank, but the weight is the way I never would guess that I was carrying, or anybody would guess that I was carrying this much stuff for how light this bag is. So moving on, we're gonna go to the side zipper pockets here, and just the whole side in general. There we go. There is an L-shaped zipper for quick access to personal protection, or if you just need it for storage. I keep my birdie bag in this one just because I want to keep that separate from everything else. In this pocket is where you can store some minis. I've got 3 minis here, just kind of chilling here in case I lose my main one up here in the mini pocket. And in this disc pocket, I carry my trusty polecat, and it's DX plastic, so it tends to warp a little bit easier. So I'm keeping that separate away from my discs, and that's working out very nicely here. And it's identical on the other side. These are compression straps, and you can put all 3 legs in there, or you can just put 2. And if you're not carrying anything in the pocket where I have my minis, that pocket right there, then you can put the legs through the compression strap and then hold it there. And even if you don't have a cup holder, you can put the stool into the cup, the stool legs into the cup holder, and then compress the straps a little bit, and your stool is not going to go anywhere. So that is used to carry your stool. And so flip it around to the other side, but it's identical. Compression strap, disc pocket, I carry my Z-Zone there, cup holder, and L-shaped zipper pocket. Lots of storage in this bag. Absolutely awesome. Moving to the back. Unlike some other backpack bags, the straps can be a little bit thin. These are very wide, very comfortable, and have memory foam on the inside of it. And it's like I think it's like 3/4 inch, something like that. And the sternum strap buckle, that also tends to be somewhat small. It's oversized, so the bigger players might not be able to use it because of how high it sits. But for a guy of my height, which is like 5'10" and 150 pounds, the sternum strap is very comfortable. And when tightened enough, if you're hiking and you want to use this bag, it's a great bag to use because of all the storage and how light it's going to feel. And then you've got adjustable straps right here. So, and then up top here, this handle, most of the time on a backpack bag you won't find a handle like this. It's very strong, very sturdy, double, triple stitched, and it's rubber. And so it's very sturdy, and so if you're going to a hole that's only, 10, 15 feet away, well, not 15 feet, but basically it's a short distance away, you can just carry it by the handle, and it's just going to stay there. You don't have to go through the bother of putting it on your back. So it's turned around, and right here you've got the putter pocket. I've got 3 putters in here. It does hold 3 comfortably stacked like this, and I can just pull the top one out, or if I want to pull the front one out, then I can do that too. It carries 2 just as well, stacked like that, but it also carries 1. And the reason why is because of this elastic. It stretches to accommodate the 2 and 3 putters, but it stays in a place where it's easy to pull your putter out, but it's not going to go anywhere if you don't want it to. So I've got 2 anodes and a second run ion up here in the top. Now, there were a couple of issues with the bag, one of them being the mini pocket, and I just want to address that really quickly. The mini pocket is not what Chris had intended. However, if you use a mini of about this size or bigger, with the putters in there, it fits perfectly, and even without the putters in there, it still has a decent fit. Now, if you were to take a smaller mini, like a regular size Innova mini, like that, then it is kind of loose, and you may not like that. But if you were to put a second mini in there, like you would with a mini pocket, with the putter pocket, then what you could do is stack those 2 on top, and those will not be going anywhere. So the mini pocket isn't as functional as it could be, but if you have a larger mini like this, or if you have 2 smaller minis, stick them in there, then the mini pocket works great. And most of the time the mini is going to be in my pocket anyway when I'm out doing a round or a tournament. One thing I forgot to cover here, these hooks are for towel clips or for bag tag holders like I have here. I have a carabiner with my bag tag holder on here, and so that's what those clips are for. So open it from the top. This is the top storage compartment, and what we've got here is a huge deal for storage. I've got a couple of things in here, a softball, but I'm going to throw in first, this is a life-proofed iPhone 4S, and I'm going to stick that in the cell phone pocket. It works great. It's thinner. The life-proof is thinner than the OtterBox, but it still holds an OtterBox, so that fits in very nicely, and that Velcro is very strong, very nice. There was something I was going to do. What was it? I guess I can't remember. But there's a clip for your keys as well. Very strong plastic. You just throw the key ring in there and just kind of let it fall. In the main deal, you've got two parts. You've got the sturdy, frame for the storage, but in here, and this is my favorite part of the bag personally, is if you open up this Velcro here, then as you can see, you have access to all your discs. So instead of your bag having a rainfly like a Grip or a Voodoo or a Pro Discus, you don't have a rainfly, which means you don't have the hassle of that. Which is great because the rainfly covers your bag and your disc, but you have no way of getting to your disc. So say that I'm in the middle of a round, it starts raining. Basically, I undo this storage compartment deal, fold the flap over my discs, zip up the front flap, and now I have complete access to my discs from the top, and I can pull them out just as easily. It's an excellent feature, and I'm so glad that Chris came up with it because I don't like rainflies. It's simple as that. So I'm gonna, and the bottom, there's strips of Velcro on the side. You just line up the Velcro with the strips of the actual floor of the top compartment, and then you throw the deal up there, and voila, you are good to go. So this will hold anything. The top compartment will hold a large sweatshirt. Oh, there's my keys. So I was looking for those. So I'm going to clip my keys here, and I've got a lanyard on, so I'm going to take that off. But your keys are very secure, safe in there, very innovative, and I just kind of throw the lanyard in there. This is a medium-sized hoodie, which I will also throw in there. Into the Velcro a little bit. So there's my sweatshirt. I'm gonna throw my wallet in there, my towel. And I'm not gonna throw my head in there. And then I've got a flashlight and a softball. And even with my hoodie in there, I can still zip up the back. I mean, this thing is deceptively small, but it has a ton of storage space on the top. So I'm going to remove all of that. So now we've got our top compartment built, and all of these zippers are YKK. They're even labeled YKK, so they're extremely sturdy. And right here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I've got 22 discs in the main compartment, the majority of them being drivers. I've got about 5 mids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fairway drivers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 distance drivers. And so I've had this thing completely full as I can possibly get it. I can probably squeeze another driver in there. I got a DX destroyer, so I'll go ahead and do it, but it's better if you just keep 22 or so in there, but it's a little tight to grab at that point. But no matter where I pull from the bag, even at the very edges, it is extremely easy to pick out what disc I need, which is awesome. And the reason because of that is because of this inverted U design. Now with the grip, you'll most likely see like the zipper start at the bottom and then meet up at the top. Start at the corners. Start at the corners here and then meet down at the bottom, and then they tuck the flap in at the top. With these, or with the Physical Flight Contender, it comes out like that, and then when you're playing around, you slide that right there. It slides in perfectly under your discs and is not affected when you're taking out your discs. And should your bag fall for whatever reason, if you're on a hill or whatever, even even completely face down, those discs are not going to fall out. So that is an excellent design right there. And then when you take out, I'm going to take out all these discs now. Unfortunately, it's a lot of discs. Take out all of those and put that flap down there. Now, if you buy one of these bags, this is not how it comes. It comes with a full rectangle, but I find that the edge digs into your back a little bit. So what I did is I cut an arch into it, and so what you can do, if you don't want to cut the arch, that's fine, but for me it was digging into my back. If you don't even want to cut the arch and you just want to keep this intact, you can remove it completely, and you can choose to hold in your discs like this. However, I personally do not recommend it, because all of that weight now that was solid, let me get back in there, all of that weight now that was solid at the bottom and held up by this little frame is now on the bottom. And although the bottom is made with 1680D ballistic base as well, and has these 4 feet to keep the bag off the ground, all that weight is still being pushed to the ground and kind of defeats the purpose of that. So my personal recommendation is to leave the deal in here. If that back is digging into your arch, I strongly recommend cutting out an arch like that. It's really simple, really easy. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you do that arch, you know, from the edge of the Velcro to that edge of the Velcro, make the arch to the middle of the deal, then it will work just fine still. And it works so much better now that that arch is in there. So, and like I said, that can fold in, or if you really want it to, it can fold out. It can fold out and into the scorecard holder. However, I don't recommend that. I recommend just folding it in because it slides nice and easy right under your discs, and that flap keeps your discs from falling out. So those are all the main points of the bag. I really hope I didn't miss anything. Like I said, the mini pocket was one of the issues. It was very, very, very minor though compared to the rest of the bag. I'll go ahead and put it on for you now. There's something in there. Oh yeah, they're my keys. That sliding in here is, I believe, my keys. But I'm going to tighten that up And hopefully you can see right there the bag. I'm 5'10". The bag, the main part of the bag rides in the middle of my back, not in the lower part. Like there's, the edge of the bag is like touching my lower back, but the majority of the weight is towards the middle and upper part. Which is, it feels incredible. It honestly feels like I'm carrying maybe 1 or 2 pounds in my bag without the Nalgene's. Nalgene's maybe add 1 more pound, but the bag itself, with the frame, the internal frame and everything, it's 5 pounds, I believe. So overall, I'm extremely happy with the bag. Great product from Physical Flight, and the price was even more unbelievable. Before I go into that, I will request a couple of things. One, people are complaining about the mini pocket. I'm pretty sure the mini pocket will be fixed in the second run of the bags. These were the pre-orders in the first runs, so expect to see that fixed. If it really bugs you that much, it honestly doesn't bug me that much, but some people were complaining about that. Two, I honestly wish that I had a divider. It's not that big of a deal to me, but if I'm only going out to a 9-hole course, I'm not going to need all these discs, and so the divider could fill some of that space. Again, not a good deal, just my personal thoughts. But I especially love the side pockets. They're strictly for my putters. I mean, that's pretty much it. These zipper pulls are not standard. I had these custom made, but your bag will come with zipper pulls of your color. Not like these. They'll just be one single color in like a single strand, but they'll be functional, and they'll be paracord as well. And Chris, the owner of Physical Flight, has designed this bag from top to bottom. He's been designing bags for the past 2 years, and this is his 4th creation. And so far, I am really enjoying it. I'll post another review of my thoughts after a round of golf. I don't have any time this week. I'm extremely busy, but hopefully I can get out next week and really test this bag. But overall, I'm extremely happy. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, message me, and if I can't answer them, I'll give you Chris's email and you can ask him about it. But last thing I'm going to say is the price range for this bag is extremely doable compared to other disc golf bags, which are $200, $250, even upwards to $300, which I think is just ridiculous if you're not a touring pro. This bag, with how sturdy it is, all the features, and just everything with it, it is only $165, and you'll have to pay a little bit for shipping. But the pre-order price was $155, and I'm very glad that I jumped on to that, because the first runs, with the exception of the mini pocket, again, came out absolutely amazing, and I honestly cannot be happier. So thanks to Physical Flight and Chris, the owner of the company. Great job on designing the bag, and I hope to review some of your other products in the future. But that is it for today, guys. I will hopefully post a in my bag video, just so you can get an idea of what I'm throwing in here. Nice variety, though it's hopefully, I feel, is a minimalist set for me. But I will do a review of what is actually in my Contender very soon. So until then, thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for more awesome disc golf reviews.